I have had the best authorized dealer experience. Good day, watch fans, and welcome. I am sorry that I haven't been as active as I have because I've a lot on, but that doesn't mean I've gone anywhere. Lots of exciting stuff for 2024, and it is Christmas, so Merry Christmas, everybody, and I hope you all are enjoying the holidays. But here I am to talk to you today because I have had the best authorized dealer experience I have ever experienced. I think most of you will probably testify after I tell you this story is the best experience you've heard of. So, a couple of days ago, my friend rung me up and he told me that he'd been to France and he had bought a Swatch moonwatch. And this has tickled him into wanting to get a Speedmaster. So I said, I'll help him scratch that itch and I'm going to take him to a watch shop. We're going to go watch shopping. So on Black Friday, we decided to go watch shopping. Now, I took him to Watches of Switzerland because he wanted to have a little look at some Speedmasters and some Omegas and sort of just maybe get on the list for a Rolex because, again, that is the one that he wants in, the one that we all want, really. And we would go have a look. So we walked into the store, we got welcomed, we got given a coffee and a beer. He had a beer, I had a coffee, I was driving. So we sat down and we met a salesman who I can only say was the nicest salesperson I have met in a watch shop. Now, he come over, I didn't feel he was trying to be pushy, very friendly, very nice. Again, offered us another drink because by the time we'd waited, we got through the first one, which we obliged. And he asked us what we wanted, what we were here for. So I sort of said, we're here for my friend. He's the man you want to speak to. So we started explaining that you'd like a Rolex, but obviously that's not for today. And he's interested in a Speedmaster. So the man went off. He walked over with a Speedmaster. And he said to me, is there any watches that interest you? I said about I'm on the list in another shop, but again, getting down there sometimes a little bit tricky. So he said, look, I can transfer you to my list because they're a sister company of Goldsmiths. He said, I can transfer you to my list and you can work from this store. You can come in, you can say hello. And if you want to get anything, we'll sort of look after you here. And I thought, brilliant. That's a very nice offer. I said, well, I'll sort my friend out and we'll take it from there. And in passing, he says, are there any watches that you'd like to look at? And there is one at the moment that's really taking my interest, and that's a Tudor Black Bay with a red bezel. I'm going to pop it up on screen now for you to see. I think this watch is beautiful. I love the Jubilee band, but unfortunately, they only had an oyster. So he brought it over me to have a little look and try on. So my friend had a look at a Seamaster as well. He sort of wanted maybe something a little bit bigger, a bit thicker. And then after he'd seen my Tudor, he wanted to have a look at some Tudors. So he's not fussed on the red bezel, but he's seen one with a smooth bezel, stainless steel, black dial that tickled his fancy. Straight away, the salesman said, look, we can sell this to you if you would like. What do you think? And my friend fell in love with it. So again, after a couple more drinks and a lot of chatting, again, it didn't feel intrusive. It didn't feel like we were being interviewed. It felt like we were having a chat with a friend. And we were made to feel very welcome. Now, like I said, I tried on the Tudor that's up here. I think they're absolutely stunning. I think they sort of aren't trying to be a Rolex because, again, there's not a red bezel on a Submariner, which I'd love to see, by the way, which might be a video in the future. So again, they don't, like I said, there will be a video about that and my thoughts, but it's a watch that I love. Now, the bracelet doesn't feel as sturdy as a Rolex, but it's not as expensive as a Rolex. But I do think this is going to be a watch I'm going to be looking at very soon. Now, my mate bought the, long story short, my mate bought the Tudor. And as we're leaving, the gentleman said, look, if any of those Rolexes you've mentioned pops up and pops in store, I'll be letting you know. And hopefully we can do some future deals with you. Again, it didn't feel pushy. It felt very organic. And as in passing, he said to me, look, if you want to sort that out on the list, he said, pop your head in and we will sort it out for you. And he said, I will try and source that Jubilee Tudor if that's what you would like. So again, this experience made me sort of restored a bit of faith. I didn't feel sort of like I was on trial. I felt that I was a customer. I felt like they were looking after my needs. And it made me feel very pleased. And maybe the authorized dealers have realized that they need to sort of be a bit more accommodating to customers, especially with like all this sort of going on now with Rolex and Buchra. So I think hopefully this is a turning point. Now I am going to be popping into store in the new year and speaking to them and sort of changing my options over to that store and hopefully purchasing the Tudor Black Bay with the Jubilee band. So I will see if I can get my friend's watch on here so I can sort of show you on the channel and maybe get his moon swatch on here. Again, another beautiful piece. So I hope you all have a lovely Christmas. There's going to be a new video now, the predictions of 2024 coming in the new year. Please like, subscribe, and thank you for your support this year on the channel.